What is up, Film Frontline Squad? Welcome back to your go-to spot for the hottest takes in Hollywood. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button because we don't just watch movies. We dissect them, we obsess over them, and we definitely call out the red flags. I'm your host, and today we are diving deep into a movie that is literally the definition of relationship goals gone wrong. We are talking about the new psychological thriller, Honey Bunch. So grab your popcorn and maybe check your partner's phone while you're at it, because we need to talk about this trip to the wilderness that is giving major get out energy. First off, Honey Bunch is the latest offering from the Canadian directing duo behind Violation, and if you saw that, you know they do not play safe. The story follows Diana, played by the incredible Grace Glowicki, and her husband, Homer, played by Ben Petrie. Diana is suffering from severe memory loss and trauma, so naturally, her husband decides the best cure is to take her to a weird experimental trauma center in the middle of nowhere, because nothing bad ever happens in a secluded cabin in the woods, right? The vibe of this movie is strictly 1970s retro horror. We are talking grainy film stock, aggressive camera zooms, and that hazy, dreamlike atmosphere that screams The Wicker Man or Don't Look Now. It's incredibly stylish. The filmmakers are clearly obsessed with that era, and visually, it's a total mood board. But here is where it gets spicy. This isn't just about ghosts or slashers. It is a body horror film about marriage. The core tension here is the dynamic between Diana and Homer. Homer is presenting himself as the ultimate wife guy. He's doting, he's obsessed, he's doing everything for her recovery. But ladies, we know that when a man is that perfect, you need to check the basement. The film brilliantly plays with that fear of, is he taking care of me or is he controlling me? As Diana starts to regain her memories, the reality of their marriage starts to warp, and the treatment she's undergoing becomes absolute nightmare fuel. However, the chatter around the industry is that while the style is on point, the movie might be trying a little too hard. Some critics are feeling that it relies too much on referencing other classic horror movies rather than standing on its own 2 feet. It's being called a pastiche, which is fancy talk for it's copying the homework of better movies. The second half apparently goes off the rails with body horror and shocking twists that might feel exhausted rather than earned. It's a bold swing, but it might not land for everyone. Now it is time for the Film Frontline opinion. Here's the tea. Honey Bunch terrified me, but not for the reasons you think. Sure, the body horror is gross and the jump scares are there, but the real horror here is the loss of autonomy. There is something so visceral about a woman being told, you're crazy or you don't remember that right, by the person who is supposed to love her the most. It taps into that very real fear of gaslighting that so many of us have experienced. I think Ben Petrie's performance as the husband is the standout here. He walks that fine line between golden retriever energy and sociopath so well, it makes your skin crawl. While I agree that the movie gets a little messy in the third act, like, we get it, you're artsy, I respect a film that isn't afraid to be ugly about love. It posits that marriage can be a form of body horror, where two people merge until they lose themselves. And honestly, that is darker than any monster under the bed. So, that's the verdict on Honey Bunch. It's stylish, it's disturbing, and it'll definitely make you side-eye your significant other the next time they suggest a romantic getaway. Now, I want to hear from you guys. What is your ultimate red flag in a movie relationship? Is it the secret cabin, the no cell service rule, or just a man who smiles way too much? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you loved this breakdown, smash that like button and subscribe to the Film Frontline for more unfiltered reviews. Stay safe, stay savvy, and I'll catch you on the next one.